All right, deep divers, welcome back to another deep dive.
Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below.
Your engagement helps us keep this deep dive going strong.
So today we're going to be talking about something pretty wild.
Okay.
Former President Trump wants to eliminate the federal income tax.
Wow.
Yeah, you heard that right.
He's saying goodbye to income tax and hello to tariffs.
Interesting.
Like, we're going back in time to the Gilded Age.
Yeah.
So is this plan even possible?
What's the logic behind it?
Well, let's dive in and find out.
All right.
So Trump has been making the rounds lately, talking about this idea.
Okay.
He was on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
He brought it up again at his rally in the Bronx.
He seems to be really fixated on this concept of tariffs.
Like, he thinks they're the answer to all of our economic problems.
It's fascinating how he keeps invoking the late 19th century.
Right.
A time when tariffs were the primary source of government revenue.
Yeah.
It's like he's looking back at that era with rose-colored glasses.
He seems to think the Gilded Age was this economic utopia.
And tariffs were the magic ingredient?
Well, the economic landscape was dramatically different back then.
I imagine so.
I mean, tariffs made sense in the 1800s.
Okay.
When the U.S. was largely agrarian.
Uh-huh.
They shielded domestic industries from foreign competition.
Right.
But by the early 20th century, with the rise of industrialization
And a more complex economy.
Yeah.
The government needed a more reliable source of funding.
Yeah, it's a completely different world now.
Exactly.
I mean, think about it. Income tax brings in trillions of dollars every year.
It does.
Something like $2 trillion.
Uh-huh.
Tariffs, on the other hand, they contribute a tiny fraction of that.
A teeny tiny fraction.
So getting rid of income tax would blow a gigantic hole in the budget.
It would.
And we're talking trillions of dollars.
Trillions.
The government would either have to make drastic cuts to spending.
Or find some other way to make up for that lost revenue.
Yeah, it's not a simple equation.
Definitely.
And even Trump's running mate, JD Vance, seems to be hesitant about this whole no income tax idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he called it aspirational.
Aspirational.
Which in politicians speak usually means not going to happen.
Right.
I mean, Vance seems to understand the current political climate.
Well, the Democratic Congress eliminating income tax is just not realistic.
He's got a point.
So instead, Vance suggests focusing on smaller tax cuts.
Like what?
Like for tips and overtime pay.
Interesting.
He's also been talking about tariffs quite a bit, arguing that they could be a way to penalize foreign corporations.
And give American businesses a leg up.
That argument about penalizing foreign corporations,
Yeah.
It's interesting.
What do you think?
Well, it speaks to this growing sentiment of economic nationalism.
Yeah, for sure.
So could we really turn back the clock and rely on tariffs in today's globalized economy?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It really is.
Would it actually make America richer, as Trump claims?
I mean, that's something to consider as we head into this election.
It definitely is.
So much to think about.
Yeah.
What do you think, deep divers?
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And we'll be back with another deep dive soon.
See ya, let's